Knights of X, how are we doing? It's the beginning of a week, start of a Monday, and we have some things we have to talk about because around the corner, May the 4th is going to be here, and I'm expecting some big things to come to the game during that month because there's a lot going on. New era, new Star Wars movie, Mando and Grogu, and a lot of other implications that I want to talk about for the game, and as well as the return of Maul Hatefield in a legendary event coming back officially May 5th, and it's lasting a lot longer than I thought, guys. So that is the big news for today, is that Maul Hatefield is coming back to be available in a legendary event from May 5th all the way until June. If you guys aren't aware of this, this was in a recent data mine in the SWGOH event server. We're going to head over there right now to show you. There's a lot more goodies to showcase as well. So, as you can see over here, these are little bits of screenshots of images of the main home screen characters getting a revamp or a change. So it's not like these are going to be any new characters or anything like that, but we're getting a revamp. And over in the SWGOH general data mine section of the SWGOH event server, they're showcasing not only the new characters right over here, looks like Plo Koon, which is really cool. The announcer is getting a touch-up. These are the original ones that are currently in-game right now. These are going to be the new ones. So what we are going to get, 100% confirmed at this point, because you can see over here, the whole home screen is getting a redesign. The homepage of Galaxy of Heroes is getting a touch-up, a revamp, and hopefully looking a little bit more modernized for the current realm of how it should be, a little bit more up-to-date. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it looks. Hopefully the accessibility and the user interface is very friendly to us and easy to access. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's coming from that. So that is in the data mine for today. Also confirmed from what we saw previously, looks like the Omega battles are getting an update, and this is going to be extremely helpful for anyone that's having a Zeta crunch. We are now getting 10 Omegas, which is huge, very nice for early game, but also 3 Zetas. That is amazing free-to-play little quality of life update that CG is giving us. So I'm very happy that the Omega battles are getting a touch-up. Now, right over here, we have the return of Maul Hatefield's event beginning on May 5th. So, Cinco de Mayo, Revenge of the Sith, or Revenge of the 5th. Love celebrating that. It's always fun. And it's going to last all the way until June 2nd. So that is a very nice gimme to the player base. Obviously, it's coming a lot faster than expected because Meathead was hinting it at being a very long-term, release down the line, where it was going to take almost 8 months or something like that. Some weird stuff like Grand Inquisitor. Remember the Grand Inquisitor legendary event took a forever amount of time to come back. But it looks like Maul Hatefield's, it's lasting an entire month. And by the time that the event starts, Darth Vader Duel's End should be free to play farmable. And I'm kind of hoping it's on a more accessible node that's not regular energy, because right now that farm is insanely grindy and difficult for a lot of players because they're very expensive energy. Like the first 3 characters are on 100 energy node, and then you have Inquisitor Barriss, who's also regular energy. It's kind of hard to balance getting all these characters all at once while farming on other things like gear and Chirotech and Bronzium wiring and all that stuff. I know we have access to all that stuff everywhere else, but it kind of adds up with all your energy costs, especially if you're early to mid game or if you just have other priorities with your farming and your crystals. It's not as easy to access. So that's the cool part about the data mine. But I have more to talk about today, and it has to do with the Journey Quest, because I've been getting a ton of questions about Vex. Will this be the end of Journey Quest, and what do you think is going to be coming forward? So, a couple things I want to talk about. So we are going to head into game if you guys aren't aware. One of the best things that CG has done recently for catch-up mechanics, free-to-play, ways for players to progress to get more up to the mid and end game faster so they don't feel like it's going to take forever to get to the tippy top of where they want to be competitive and feel like left behind. We're the Journey Quest. By far, one of the most greatest free-to-play things they ever released for the new update for the 10-year anniversary. And with those Journey Quests, I was able to get relic characters that I wouldn't have been going for a very long time. So, we had Rebels. A lot of these Rebels are at Relics or Gear 13 because of their Journey Quest. And I was able to get tokens as well, which I took Radis to, which is extremely helpful. So they're very free-to-play accessible. And just very friendly to have. I get all these characters that I never thought I would work on, like Inquisitors. Never thought I'd have a regular Inquisitor squad at any stage of this account early game until the release of the Journey Quest. Extremely helpful. If I wanted to, if I had enough of the relic material, I could go for Grand Inquisitor. More recently, we have the Mandalorians. I was able to get Beskar Mando, and then all these other ones, Mando, Sabine. I used the tokens to get IG-12 and Paz Vizsla up and running, so you can use it on one of them. The point I'm saying is that these are great catch-up mechanics that are going to really benefit early game to mid-game players. The thing I'm worried about is that they don't last forever. They are going to expire, so I don't have it exactly shown on this account because it's my free-to-play account and I rush to get them done. If I showed it on my main account, I do believe they have an expiration date to them. So you have to be careful that you don't miss out on those perks. But I'm getting a lot of questions about Vex. Do you think they're going to be releasing more and more Journey Quests for early game players? And I'm going to say yes. I do think they're going to release more coming up, and I'm hoping there's going to be more for May the 4th. Could be wrong about that. It could be when the other ones expire, but I have a feeling that we are going to get additional Journey Quests. This is pure speculation, but here's why my mindset's kind of going there. When you go into the redesigned Journey Guide, right, we see all of the revamped legendary characters and where they are in certain tiers. So, as of right now, from the previous quests, we have Palpatine given to us, Yoda given to us, we have R2, and we have Thrawn. We also have CLS and Chewbacca, and bam, given to us. Very, very awesome. If I had to predict to what we could possibly be getting next, I think we're going to be getting a BB-8 Journey Quest that's going to give us Relic First Order. Because they're trying to make it easier for newer players to catch up. And there's a lot of Lightspeed bundles for Kylo. It's been out for a little bit now. It's been a couple years since we've had the Kylo bundle. I don't think them giving up a free Galactic Legend Kylo is going to be the worst case scenario for them. I think that it'd be a very smart move by CG to help bring up those catch-up mechanics for free-to-play. Like I said, we've already had these bundles for a while for the Galactic Legends. I do think we're going to see new Journey Quests for BB-8, Jedi Training Rey, C-3PO, Padme. And then possibly down the line, if they're feeling crazy, maybe they do the Revans. Maybe not the Revans, but I think for sure, if they are going to add more, I think we're going to see Padme as one, we're going to see BB-8, and we're also going to have Jedi Training Rey, because I think they want to maybe add up and open the doors for possible players, or early game players, to get Kylo or possibly Galactic Legend Rey, and some of the requirements for BB-8 and Jedi Training Rey are needed for those Galactic Legends, so it could be very helpful for newer game players if they do that. So this is just pure speculation. It's not confirmed. I just think that CG isn't done fully with adding more Journey Quests to this game. I think there's another thing coming. I think their big money point is going to be the whole Relic Delta, investing in Relic characters, going for the new era guide journeys, and they want players to be able to catch up and retain them from playing the game, because they don't want players that are just going to come in here, spend a little quick dime, and then leave. They want to keep long-term players that are going to keep investing, keep spending money, and actually enjoy their game. So, if I had to guess, I'm thinking we get a couple more tokens coming up, a couple more Journey Quests, including these two, C-3PO, because I don't think giving up free Relic Ewoks is going to kill anybody, and then the Jedi Training Rey requirements, more than likely. And then if we're lucky, I don't think they're going to give up Starkiller or anybody over here, but I think they're in the realm of being comfortable with giving up some of these quests. If we're really feeling generous and special, it would be pretty cool if they gave us a free Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, but I highly doubt that's going to happen. Revans are kind of pushing it. I don't know for sure. I don't think giving up a Relic Old Republic team is that bad, or Sith Empire, but they're also needed for Leviathan. I know that had a recent bundle, but pure speculation up in the air. I kind of want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think they're going to add more Journey Quests to this game? I think it's a good idea. I don't think it breaks the bank for them. Like I said, these characters have been in here for a long time, for over 5 years, a lot of these characters. Maybe even 6 or 7. It wouldn't be the end of the world if they released more Journey Quests for newer players to catch up, because I'm telling you, it's making me enjoy the game as a free-to-play player. I'm able to actually compete. I could focus on other things that I wouldn't able to even normally farm, because I am days away from getting a Bo-Katan unlock on my free-to-play account, and I am waiting for the next event for Executor. I'm about to unlock Executor. I have all the requirements done. So that is all thanks to these journey quests. If it wasn't for them and those rewards, it would never happen. As you can see here, I am fully maxed out on my prereqs for Executor, and I'm ready to go. And I was able to unlock Balin because of the journey, not the journey quest, but the tokens you get in the Coliseum store. That's a whole separate thing, but they're very, very helpful. And practically giving us BAM for free was a huge plus for us, and I'm really hoping they release more. So what I'm hoping is that May the 4th gives us not only really good rewards, fun Coliseum bosses, a really fun, interesting era. I do think it's going to be Mando and Grogu related. I've come out with a bunch of videos talking about that. But I hope they bring something else to keep the early game players more engaged. Knights, for some reason, the recording decided to mute in the last minute or two while I was checking at work. So I'm here now to pretty much finish up my point. Those journey quests are practically very good for early game players. Hopefully they come out with more. I don't think bringing in any more for characters like Padme or Ewoks or even the Revans are going to hurt anything with budget. They've had bundles out for a while, and I really think, my tinfoil hat thinks, we're getting more of those journey quests. So let me know what you guys think down below. Appreciate all your support as always. Leave a like, comment, subscribe on the road to 10,000 subs, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. May the force be with you all. Peace.